Hello and welcome back to another exciting interview on PokerProNews. And joining me in today's interview session is a very special guest, Mr. Anish Arora, well-known poker professional with more than 200 online victories and some significant achievements on the live fields, including a fourth place finish in DPT Micro main event. The last few months have been incredible for Anish Arora. Last November he made a smashing debut on Natural 8 India with a victory in Delhi Special 88. Most recently, he emerged victorious in GG Masters double stick. Mr. Anish also served as a tournament director during PSL season 6. So let's welcome Mr. Anish Arora, a multifaceted personality in the Indian poker scene. So, Anish bhai, welcome to the show. I am very excited to have you here.
Thank you, sir. I'm also very excited to be here. It's my first video interview ever I've given like this, sitting at home with someone. So I'm also pretty excited, kind of nervous about it, but let's see how it goes.
Oh, it's more exciting then. So let's begin. Tell us about your journey from school days to becoming a professional poker player.
So, like school mein, I did end up playing Zynga poker, but like that time it was like I like kuch nahi tha. Like, I didn't sell chips like others, or like I didn't even make that many chips like others. It was just like Facebook pe introduced hua tha Zynga poker, so Facebook was new at the time, and so yeah, Zynga वैसे चालू किया, but then just lost it. Went through college. College we used to have game nights. So game nights we used to play teen patti and have a few drinks with friends. But one of my school friends, Aman, kind of one day was like, let's play poker, because he used to play cash games and everything. So we did end up playing poker, and like it just took me from there to like initially also it was just like playing with friends once a week, once in 2 weeks, gambling kind of with drinks and everything, not really understanding what the game for what it was. But then gradually, like, I played more, and then I found out, like, I saw videos and found out that you could like learn poker and actually take it up as a career outside India. I didn't know so much about Indian poker scene back then. And then after that, I researched about it, and I got to know in India also, like in India also, it's like significantly growing, like kind of there, but not really there at that time. I'm talking 2018, which like that's when I got into online poker. Online poker at Spartan, obviously, first free rolls used to happen, and like so basically from 2018, I started playing online poker, and I was kind of trying to be around poker. I just realized that you can learn poker and take it up as a profession. So I just wanted to be around poker. I was finding ways. I wasn't really that good, so I joined Gutshot as a intern for content writing. Yeah. So I used to write articles about Destiny winners and everyone. So, I just wanted to be around it. But then 6 months into it, I was like, it's not really helping me to be around poker. I did end up I ended up reporting for BLT3 in Pride while I was at Gutshot. So that was an experience. But I wasn't really getting to where I wanted to be, like play poker. So I kind of left that, and nothing was really happening. So I joined my family business for 1.5 years until COVID hit. I was playing poker on the side, but not really like learning whatever I could from YouTube videos. And then 2020 COVID hit, I moved back to Bombay. And Kriplani was crushing it at that time in poker, and he's my school friend. So like he kind of pushed me to join the boot camp in 21. Like he helped me through 2020, and in 2021 he kind of pushed me to join the Poker Bootcamp India. And after that, I mean, it's been like amazing. I feel every new budding player right now who aspires to be to at least start off the game right should join the Poker Bootcamp India for sure. It is a wonderful experience.
Yeah, indeed, an inspiring journey. And you mentioned about Poker Bootcamp India. It is doing a fantastic job for the growth of poker in the country. So, when you took the game professionally, what was your family's reaction? Because when you take poker as a profession, it is a little unwelcoming. Sometimes it is a little unwelcoming for families and friends.
Yeah, so initially when like I was doing my family business in Delhi, so COVID hit and everything, and like the businesses were shut. So initially तो मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला घर पे, like I was just playing poker, and like when I joined the camp also, like I didn't really tell them. So when I got picked up for staking 3 months into it, like I told them into joining the poker boot camp. I kind of told them like where this is headed and how I see the next few years, and what I want to do. And trust me, like initially it was मतलब obviously मतलब Indian parents को बोलना कि मेरे को पत्ते खेलने हैं, basically तो आप वही बोल रहे हो कि मेरे को पत्ते खेलने हैं, आप यही बोल रहे हो कि मेरे को पत्ते खेलने हैं, तो मतलब it, it wasn't as bad as one would expect, but it wasn't like supportive either. Like they were like कि क्या कर रहा है ये वो, but that's also been a journey from that to like today. Like my parents tell me like you don't stress about things because I live in Goa now since 3 years, and my parents are in Bombay. My family is in Bombay. I moved out because I just wanted to focus on like myself. I feel that's the right age, 26, 27, to move out for a while, explore yourself, explore things, understand things. I feel like it's very liberating in a way. I moved out, and like so from like from there, from being like really skeptical about it, like because like my parents are pretty not, I don't want to say orthodox, they're pretty chill like that, but yeah, so they not open to such ideas basically. I would say like not completely welcoming to understanding what I do and telling me stuff like you don't worry about stuff over here, and you play a mind game, tu chill kar, tu apna kaam kar, tu padhai kar, because I study poker, and they know it. And like I feel like my relationship with my parents has improved in these last 3-4 years because I've always been a rebel, like that dark horse. So yeah, I mean it's been like I feel I give props to poker for making me into a person that can like understand things, and like I was very hyper, very like reactive and stuff. I still am in a few ways, but like I feel like my like this sport has really helped me to hone those things down. And Goendy, like without him, I feel like yeah, I wouldn't have been this person for sure.
A very interesting. I believe your journey has been very interesting. Moving on, you started playing online. Then you entered live arena in 2019, I think. What motivated you to transition to live arena, and how has been the experience so far?
Uh, I mean, I actually did start playing live only. Like I used to play cash games, home games with my friends. Online became a thing when I when I started working with my family and like started working at Gutshot, started playing at Spartan. Online became more of a thing. But yeah, like I call myself an online player only because when I used to play live, like I didn't really know much about poker. And after I started playing tournaments, I really didn't go back to cash. So I've not really played a lot of live cash as well. But yeah, initially, though, like it was a lot of FOMO because you're when you're at your starting stages, you can't like because I started with Zilt, like zero bankroll. Okay, like basically like 20-30 हजार होगा मेरा bankroll in the start when I started playing poker. and like, banaya, bust kiya, won tournaments, lost, played big ones without studying anything, when like, you know, just like burn, learn, went through that process. Like Zarwan in the previous, interview of yours said that you have to go through that process to understand and appreciate uh, the swings and the phases of poker even more, and be it a downswing, like it's or an upswing, like both are going to be a part of poker, and you're going to go through it regardless. I mean, even like top players go through swings. It's how you deal with the swings decides the time of the swing, I feel. With experience, I'm saying, because I didn't deal with it nicely and the time was prolonged. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's how you take it basically, and it's going to happen. So
Great,
that.
great. And you
Yeah.
mentioned you
So
are
yeah, coming
primarily.
back to how live poker. So initially, basically, आपका bankroll कम रहता है, live buy-ins are high, so you don't get to play. You have a lot of FOMO. Everyone's going, putting stories of live tournaments, playing with chips, and that the sound of those chip shuffle just gets you. Like gets me at least. I feel like most poker players, the sound of the chip shuffle is something just craves you to play the live format. I do love the live format. I do hope to play more live in this year than I played in the previous years. Hope to travel outside India to play live. Uh, Things have been nice. I've been working hard. So hopefully, it comes to fruition. And yeah, like just excited for this year. I feel like I'm banking on this year. I'm banking on myself, doubling down kind of on this year. So that's the plan for this year.
Great. As primarily you are an online player, but you
Yeah.
have several cash finishes at some prestigious live events like WPT, DPT, and IPC. Uh, According to you, which of these caches is more prominent to you or most memorable to you?
I feel it has to be like the IPC Cash is actually my first ever live tournament I played back in 2018 when I didn't know shit about poker. I was just playing cards, and I played this freeze out tournament because uh, like I said, small bankroll, freeze out, you really have one bullet, right? So you don't have to worry about refiring, busting your roll or anything. So I played this freeze out and ended up finishing 29th in it. Cashed, I don't even remember how much I cashed, 22,000, I guess I cashed. It was a 15,000 buy-in. Uh, but yeah, so I feel like that is very memorable because it was my first live tournament, first cash, everything first. So that has to be my first moment, I feel. But in recent times, I feel the DPT in May. It was the big
DPT
DPT or
Microman
Express. I
event.
don't remember.
DPT
Yeah, I
Microman event.
actually Micromain was my second FT of that event series. I also FT'd the DPT Rush, the first ever DPT Rush, that the online format, that online day one, live day two. I finished seventh in that one also. So that kind of, after breaking live tournaments have high variance, like poker in tournaments especially is very high variance because you can just one tabling, right? So, and we're used to playing 15-20 tournaments a day to cut down on variance, put in volume. So yeah, very high variance for sure. I bricked a few series before that, so like I was happy making 2 FTs.
Great. You recently also served as a tournament director for PSL Season 6 in Goa. So, how was the experience different from being a poker player? And what were the key challenges and takeaways from this particular role?
I mean, that was a very eye-opening experience because you kind of, as poker players, I feel like poker players are in general a little arrogant and shrewd when it comes to being on the table, playing poker, having their, like, I just feel that is the case. And especially I realized that when I was the TD in general for PSL, and how hard that job actually is. And I was doing it at a small scale, like 12, 13 tables, but it was a different format. So there were like challenging aspects to it, because that usually don't happen in poker. Same players in the same team can't, sit next to each other on the table and stuff like that. So that way it was a little challenging. That normal TDs in tournaments don't really have to face. They can just put in anyone anywhere, because there are no teams. But in general, I just realized, like, it's just an eye opener, and I never was anyway very rude to dealers or TDs, or like I feel like I've never been like, since I started professionally, let me correct, never been since I started been playing it professionally, been very like rude, or like blaming the dealers, just being mean to the organizers, TD and everyone, because it's a hectic job. And I realized that in the PSL season 6, it's a very, 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 very hectic job. And shout out to Pranab Bagai for giving me the opportunity to do it. And yeah, I mean, like, it was fun.
Moving to online poker, you have a very remarkable resume. Especially the last few months have been very incredible for you. You made a smashing debut in November on Natural League India with a victory in Delhi special Delhi, I think, and then you followed that score with another victory in GG Masters double stake. So my question is like, how do you prepare for such high stakes tournaments, and what is your mindset or strategy during these tournaments?
I mean, uh, I I feel like इतना भी कुछ remarkable firstly मेरा resume नहीं है, मतलब I have friends around me who have like so much better resumes, and like and like without those peers of mine I would not be here. And yeah, coming back to like how what my mindset is, and like I'm really like grateful for these last few months have actually been really nice for me. Actually, since the IPM Pokerbazi show, things have kind of uplifted from there. Before that, I was like, struggling a little bit. Like I said, like duration of the swing depends on how you take it, what you take from it, how you understand. Because like swing is not just like you running back, like downswing. I'm talking about downswing is not just you running under EV, or it is a combination of a lot of things that prolong it for, like, say if it's supposed to be like a 3-4 month downswing, like, and you're not taking it well, you're still like not dropping down stakes, not understanding that you need to drop down stakes over there, you need to like like not tilt out, and like not make bad decisions just because running under EV, or like, so it's just a combination of a few things here there that kind of prolong it. And I feel like as a player, that was my biggest learning in 2023. That and like kind of took half of 2024 for me to like apply and like realize it, and like and yeah, man, like that IPM win with my team was a very big confidence booster. I was like, almost at a level where I was questioning if I want to play poker. In fact, my dad was like, he don't think like that, So that's what I'm saying. It's been a journey, and my father was like, why are you thinking like this? Uh, it's one of the few things that you actually wanted to do, so like just go for it. It's been like I feel like mindset develops over experiences that go through during your journey. And it's been nice, man. Like, I've been putting in the work off the table, so the results are showing. I mean, yeah.
Great. Bro, as we can see, you have been playing poker for several years now, and as it is reflected through your results, you have evolved a lot as a player. तो इसका क्रेडिट आप किसको देंगे? क्या मतलब राज क्या है इस सक्सेस का?
Even like इसका credit actually बहुत लोगों को जाता है. Obviously, first my parents for being supportive and understanding what I do. And other than that, poker being an individual sport, I feel requires a player to have a nice entourage of nice like-minded people around him, nice peers who he can like talk to about poker, who tell him the who tell it to you, who give it to you straight. And I'm like, I'm really blessed in that manner, having a community like Poker Bootcamp. And coach like Goendy has been like, he's been staking me for the past 3.5 years. He's seen it with me, and like he's been like very supportive. I'd like to give a special shout out to, like, if I like, it'll be a lot of people. Sorry if I miss out. It's gonna be Yash, Prateek, Pawan Bansal, Shardul, uh, uh,
A lot of
Yash
them.
Jaiswal. Just these my peers, man. Like without them, like I feel like I wouldn't be the player I am today. And Aryan, if I have not named, sorry, Havel, so many people, right? Like these are my peers. This is my go-to group. Like whatever I play, whatever doubt I have, I just put in my WhatsApp group, and and the best part is everyone has their different opinions, right? Like ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई यहाँ पे yes man है. Like because like poker में it is good to have difference of opinion in a group, so there can be a discussion, like and I feel like I really today only. In fact, I literally woke up and like I saw my group, and there was this hand and there was this thing we discussed, and Yash sent a list of hands, and I was like, oh my god, I love these people. And I've literally sent, I woke up and I realized that I love this group. Like it was today only, so I feel like having this group has certainly like solidified and like given me the right course of doing things. And like, yeah, I feel like all credit to them. Yeah.
Interesting. Anish bhai, poker is getting more competitive with every passing day, like, right? So, what do you do to keep improving your game?
I mean, it is really great that in poker in India is evolving. I mean, in the last 3 years, poker has definitely changed. In the last 4 years, when I started playing poker, if the scene was a little different, you could kind of slide by with minimal work, I guess. But in the last 3 years, I feel there's so much content out there, so much availability, so many stables in India now, and like just so much content, so many people to help out there, get help from out there, and it's become competitive. People, poker is getting known to the general people. Pokerbazi, working with Shark Tank, is, I feel like, so big. Like getting into households, and you get like exposure to like-minded people, entrepreneurs, and who would actually understand the game for what it is, and like obviously the general people. And I feel like Pokerbazi is currently like crushing it to push the sport forward for what it is in the country. Uh, and yeah, so dealing with online competition, just like head down and just put in work off the tables, man. Like I feel without putting in work, you can't compete currently with the way the market is right now in the country. I feel every player is kind of working on something or the other in the game, and there is availability out there. So you just put your head down, put in your hours, understand, be open to new things, I guess. Like that's the best way I can put it. And like I feel like a lot of yeah, I mean, yeah, you just have to basically put your head down, work on your game, and yeah, that's it.
As you mentioned, a lot of players are working on their game, right? Is there any specific aspect of your gameplay you are currently working on?
Currently working on, I've been working on short stack play, but because like that's what I feel like how our structures are. So short stack play is very crucial to understand. Most of so in tournaments, money is at later stages, right? Money is at later stages, and wherever there is big money, we're usually very short stacked. So we're playing for the biggest money with very short stacks on FTs with like sub 15, 18 big blind average. So I feel like that's where I suck at anyway. Or like I feel like I'm mediocre at that. So late stages, say 10, 15 big blinds. And that's where I'm working on, to be very honest.
Anish bhai, how do you maintain balance between professional poker and your personal life?
Honestly, I don't. I don't think I'm the right person to answer that question. I really don't have any balance between my personal life and uh, poker because all my time goes to poker. I really don't really have a personal life as such. Like, I have friends, obviously. Like, I'm a very friendly person, but I have friends and everything, and we talk here there. But like, I don't really step out of the house as much. Once a week at max, if I feel like. वो भी नहीं if I don't and like I have things to do. So but when I do, I have fun. Okay, ऐसा नहीं है कि I'm thinking about poker when I'm out. You know, like because I do it so less that I don't want to think about poker. And ऐसा होता है कि mostly I'm out with poker players only, so बात poker की हो रही होती है. So poker is always there. So you know, I'm currently single, not really seeing someone. Uh, uh, and like it because I don't really how where I don't really have the time. आपको भी रुका रहा हूँ मैं सर, मैं सबको रुकाता हूँ, आप समझ रहे हो, like पेरेंट्स हो कोई भी हो, मेरे पास है ही नहीं. आई हैव टू फिट इन, यू नो, लाइक अभी भी सेशन मेरे को अभी 5 बजे जिम जाना है, 6 बजे आई एम कोचिंग अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन. लाइक आई डिड दिस NPS कैंप thing with PokerBazi and where like PBC and PokerBazi अब भी shoot खत्म हुआ उसका and it'll be out soon. And like so I had a team over there, so I'm coaching. Like I have like, you know, I kind of vibe with 2 people over there, and like, you know, they've been like texting me, asking me for help. Really beginners, not really beginners, but like, you know, I feel like that's a level I can like coach and, you know, help to at least elevate that from there to somewhere, you know. So I have a 6 p.m. session with him, and then I have to play myself. So like I actually don't really have a lot, and like I do need some time for myself also. Right now that I've started living alone, I like my time, you know, like having some time by myself, you know, just being after, like, you know, when no one around, no talking, I probably just want to watch something that is not poker related, you know. So yeah, it's not, I'm not the right person to answer this question. All my life is just poker, to be very honest right now.
Okay, wonderful. Coming to your, future plans, which you have partially answered, right? Uh, is there any specific goal you are looking to achieve or dream? Is there any specific goal or dream you are looking to achieve this year?
Be profitable on PokerBazi, hopefully, because I'm profitable everywhere else. It's just very swingy on PokerBazi for me. But I'm just like, yeah, I mean, that'll just be nice. But other than that, I just want to become a better player, better person, I feel, this year. Just work more, you know, towards my goals, like, and like towards being a better player. I feel like I'm very excited for this year. I don't have any plans. I don't really like to plan too much into the future. Like, you know, I just I know what I have to do for the near future and what my goals are, like say for NPS and how much I have to study and stuff like that. And depending on how NPS goes, I will plan what comes after NPS, new financial year. We'll see where we're at this financial year and देखेंगे. I mean, इतना stress भी नहीं लेता मैं. Poker is anyway stressful on a day-to-day business. I feel like I have goals where I want to be in the next 5 years or something. Like I see myself somewhere in the next 5 years. Okay, but मैं, like, you know, खुद को, I don't want to stress over it. Like, you know, just slowly and steadily. And this all I've learned in the last 2 years. I feel I wasn't like this. Like I was very like, you know, bring it one day at a time. Don't even think about tomorrow. आज जो है, fire. So yeah, I feel like yeah, I owe this sport a lot. I feel, and I just want to do justice by it. So yeah,
Great. I wish you achieve everything you are looking to achieve this year.
thank you
Now,
so
can we
much.
move to some rapid fire questions?
Sure, sir.
Online poker or live poker? Which one do you enjoy more?
Life.
Winning a massive online tournament or final tabling a prestigious live event, which is more satisfying to you for you?
Winning.
An aggressive play or calculated play, which strategy defines you?
A little bit of both.
Natural Eat India or Spartan Poker?
Current Spartan Poker or the Spartan Poker 4 years, 5 years back. Natural Aid India right now.
Now, some questions off the field. Coffee or energy drink? Which one do you prefer
Coffee.
during long grind?
Coffee.
During a
Coffee.
long
Coffee
grind, yeah.
always. Coffee always.
Serving as a tournament director or playing the tournament, which was more challenging?
Which was more challenging. Poker is more challenging. Poker is more challenging, but being a TD is also a different level of challenging. But yeah, poker is more challenging for sure.
Okay, finally, any feedback or suggestions or any words for Poker Pro News team?
For you, sir, there's sir, आप हर DPT में मिलते हो, आप जो कर रहे हो आप करते रहो, अच्छा है, हम players के लिए भी अच्छा है to get some exposure, to put ourselves out there, and I feel like this is for to approach players like me, upcoming players like me, and it's an honor being here, I feel, and I'm really grateful and really happy to have been a part of this. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, that concludes our interview with you. Thank you for your time and kind words, and also the wisdom you shared with our audience. We wish you all the best for future. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.